Am I naked?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, konnichiwa, or
Ohayou
ohayo
gozaimasu.
gozaimasu.
It's
It
morning.
is morning.
Konnichiwa for the afternoon.
Or the first time you see somebody in the day sometimes, but
Hey, I'm an expert on
yeah,
Japanese.
I mean, I'm not an expert.
We're departing from Kyoto for Hiroshima today.
Yeah, and we're hoping to stop at Himeji, halfway between here and Hiroshima, where there is a castle, and it's one of the only remaining original castles in Japan that it hasn't been like rebuilt from the ground up. So we wanted to show off. Hopefully, wanted to show off
No
the
nip slips, dear.
yeah, we wanted to show off the yukatas, yukata, which are summer kimonos, more casual wear. I think I want to get one. They're really comfy. Um, yeah, they're great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And the hotel just like provides them to you, which is really nice. You get slippers and
You get fresh ones
stuff.
every day when they turn your room over. They'll
Yep.
take your dirty one, give you a clean one.
Yep. It's really, really nice.
The one time when I was peeing before the onsen, I got a little pee on my yukata.
Oh no.
I'm glad they swap them out. Because the flaps just hang there when you're like peeing standing up.
Yeah, I don't have that experience, but
You don't have a penis?
no.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What do you have?
We saw some really cool statues yesterday that we were not able to get any photos or videos of.
Yeah, it was a temple, like a mile away from the
Mhm.
hotel, um, and no photos or videos allowed inside,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
We have 1,001 um, statues of Kanan. Bodhi, I think she was a bodhisattva, enlightened one in the teachings of Buddhism, I think specifically Pure Land School. I'm not 100% sure on that. She has 1,000 arms, and there were 1,001 statues, I think, to represent that. I could be getting some of this wrong, so don't, you know, do your own research.
I'm sure they
But
will, the viewers
yeah,
at home.
um,
The hall is really cool because it's really long and not exactly narrow, but it's I think 118 meters, which in freedom units is about 400 feet or a little less. 16 meters wide, so that's still like 40 feet wide. So it's not narrow, but it's really, really long. And it's the main part of it is just filled with statues for almost the whole 118 meters.
yeah. And they're all a little different. There are different variations of what they're holding.
Yeah, they're
Um,
basically it's basically all the statues of there are 1001, right? It's Buddhas, and they have I think each of them have like 42 hands.
mhm.
Like they have like four main hands that come off their torso, and then a bunch of little hands that kind of come off like their
Yeah.
sides. And all the little hands are holding different things, but they're all
Mhm.
holding unique combinations of the things. So
Yeah.
each of the 1001 statues is unique.
It's crazy how many there are, and just like the scale of just seeing that many. And there's also a few other statues too. There's like statues of different deities of like thunder and like I think wind and like some other elements. And there's a big Buddha in the middle too.
Very big.
Very big. Everything's really beautiful. And it's a shame we don't have any photos,
Yeah,
but
weren't allowed to.
yeah.
I behaved. I wanted to be sneaky, but I didn't. And there are all kinds of little spots where you could put in like 100 yen coin or something and
Mm-hmm.
buy incense that you could light and burn in a pot in front of the big Buddha, or there are a bunch of like candle stations
Mm-hmm.
where you could light a candle and say a prayer or a blessing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how religion works personally.
But there were some very cool, also very terrifying, like artistic depictions of horses.
Oh, like the tapestries that were hanging up?
Yeah,
Yeah. And a lot of
yeah.
them were really old. There were some from
Mm-hmm.
1800s, 1700s, 1600s even.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool.
And the horses had like they like really depicted their teeth, and they were like fiery looking like beasts.
We had an interesting experience on the train last night.
Yes, we
It was a
did.
little slice of life thing from Japan.
Mm-hmm. So we saw our very first piece of trash on a train,
And we've
which
ridden a lot of trains.
we've ridden a lot of trains, and there's never been any trash. there was a singular beer can that was laying on its side
On the seat.
on the seat. Thankfully, it was empty. It didn't seem to have spilled or sullied the seat. But we saw it. We were like, huh. Um,
And both of us more or less had the idea of like, oh wow, there's trash. I can't do anything about it. I'll just leave it there.
there was a Japanese couple on the train in the same car as us, and the the lady took the beer can
Yeah, when she got off at her
when
stop,
she
she
got.
just got up, reached over, grabbed the beer can. It was next to Kate, just grabbed
Mm-hmm.
it and left with it.
Yep.
She was going to throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to problem solve what us Americans could not.
Yep. It's interesting, like reflection on just like the difference of societies, but I think it's nice to have that shared sense of like keeping space clean. Um,
Definitely.
and yeah, could we could stand to learn from that. I think. But the toilets here,
Oh, the bidet.
the bidet is great.
It's wonderful.
A lot of times the seats are heated.
Mm-hmm.
There's all these different functions in the public restrooms. Sometimes the toilets play songs
Yeah, so
or
your
music. Yeah,
is
it's
covered up
covered
by
up.
delightful little tunes.
Yeah.
The first few times I used it, I would always, well, as soon as the water, because you press the button and it takes a couple seconds to like spin up the mechanism, and then the jet of water hits your butthole, which is alarming the first few times. So I would always make a noise, just reflexively, couldn't help it. Even did it in public restrooms, where as soon as the water hits my butt, I'm like, ah!
Yeah. I got to hear that sound a few times in the hotel room.
Yep. But that reflex has gone away now that I've bideted my butthole. I don't know, half a dozen to 10 times, probably more than that. I poop too much. I have IBS.
Mm.
We don't want to go back to the American system of just smearing poo around your butt with dry pieces of paper.
Yeah. There's also a front system too for the ladies.
There's still toilet paper,
There's
and you
still toilet
basically
paper,
just
yeah.
use that to dry off
Mm-hmm.
afterwards. And every once in a while, there might be a little poo that the day didn't get. Depends how sticky your situation is.
I think that's going to be a bit of a reverse culture shock going back to sad American toilets.
Yeah, I'm 100% going to look
Yeah.
into how much it would cost to have a bidet installed, but you'd have to reroute hot water near the toilet. You'd have to route electricity. You'd have to actually get like the full-on toilet bidet thing. You can get like little attachments that just run the cold water up.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't have the heated seat. You don't have the heated water. You don't have a bunch of functions because there's like different sprays that go at different angles and stuff. I've figured out what works for me to get the cleanest butthole possible with the bidet is to move around a little. So kind of like rock back and forth and get side to side. Just get that jet of water like all up in your business.
You can also adjust the spray volume.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I always go on the highest setting.
Where do we fail, America? Why don't we have this? There's been a systemic societal failure.
I feel like there's a cultural fear of the butthole.
Yeah.
I want to write a research paper about the cleansing of buttholes cross-culturally. Something's happening in there.
Something is.
Something. It's moving.
Oh, it's 21% juice.
Grab your cup.
I'm scared.
I'm recording the fear in your eyes. Can I try?
Yeah. It's like actually fresh squeezed.
Let's go. Kate is still waking up, but thankfully at the breakfast station in the hotel we have Toy Story music to accompany our waking up process.